Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually on the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research. Try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have an update for you, and this update is for the house of Jaguar, and this one in particular called Jaguar Classic Electric Sky. This one came out 2020 and it's one of the latest one from the house of Jaguar, and this one is classified as citrus floral woody. In United Kingdom you can find it under £20, and this is edited to 100 ml. The presentation is very good for what I paid for it. And in terms of longevity is moderate. On my skin went up to 6 hours. If you put t-shirt it goes easily up to 8 hours. So it is not huge, it's not a big performer, but it is quite good. 6 to 8 hours is acceptable, especially for edited toilet. Actually for edited toilet that is very good. So in terms of performance, quite good. It's not a beast mode, it's not huge, but it is quite good. In terms of projection, you will have an arm length of projection for almost 2 hours, and then slowly will subside. But you always have a small bubble and a small cloud around you and a little bit of trail as well. This one is one of those fragrances that you need to go a little bit heavy on the trigger. I put 5 sprays on myself. That was ample enough for me to smell myself, but if you want other people to smell you, especially if you're going outdoors, you need probably up to 10 sprays. I would say maybe 5 on the skin and 5 on the t-shirt, and then that will last you all day and you can smell it around yourself all day. So in terms of performance, is good, is moderate to good, okay, especially for edited toilet. In terms of the who is it for, this is definitely I would say 25 and up, because it's got a little bit of classic to it, although it's an amalgamation of modern and classic. But to be on the safe side I would say 25 and up, because it's a little bit on the complex side. This one is better suited for warmer weather, but you can use it all year round. It's got a depth to it, you can use it all year round. There are some notes in here that give you that depth. And also this is one of those versatile fragrances. It could be somebody's signature scent, is so good. So you could use it casual, formal, day, night, anytime, anywhere you like. So in that time is very good. In terms of smell, let me read you the ingredients and we'll take it from there. So this one is, on top we have violet leaf, grapefruit and Szechuan pepper. In the mid we have geranium, lavender and clary sage. And in the base we have amberwood, oak moss, tonka beans. So for me there are 3 big players in here. The rest are nuances and just a little bit here and there to give it different dimensions. The biggest player is the tonka bean. The tonka bean is by far the biggest player here, and the combination of that tonka bean and the violet giving it a tonka bean sweet, earthy, nutty plus powdery feel. That powdery feel is beautiful. So when it opens up quite fruity, quite sweet, a little bit of citrus to it. Not much, just a little bit, maybe first 5 to 10 minutes, but the citruses are here, they get lost very easy. And from the opening to, I would say, 10-15 minutes, it's a little bit on the confused side. It doesn't know which direction to go. A little bit I won't say harsh, but it's not anything to brag about the first 10 minutes or so. But after that, when it settles, it becomes very well done. Actually, the blending here is very well done. The perfumery is quite good. The ingredients are not obviously the highest quality of ingredients, but they are acceptable and they are good for the price I paid, under £20. The smell itself is very captivating, especially the dry down is superbly captivating because of that, as I said, earthy, nutty, sweet, and powdery tonka bean, because the tonka bean is here is the biggest player. So violet leaf, yes, that violet leaf gives them that powderiness and also the aromaticness. Plus the lavender, the violet and the lavender together giving it super aromatic. So this, after the tonka bean, the aromaticness are the biggest player. So the tonka, sorry, first is tonka bean, by far the biggest player, and then you got the violet leaf and the lavender, second biggest player together, and then the rest are nuances here and there. For example, grapefruit in the beginning, yes, little bit, not much, as I said, maybe 10-15 minutes and it would disappear. The Szechuan pepper in the beginning gives you that fizziness, which is quite inviting, and it also gives it a tinge of a spicy hint to it, just a tinge, just a hint of it. And geranium, lavender, and clary sage is again the third biggest player here, giving us some green and leafy aspect to this fragrance. So first biggest player is tonka bean, and then the combination of the violet and lavender, which is aromaticness, the second biggest player, and the third biggest player is this clary sage, which is giving it green, little bit of leafy, woody feel to it as well. Then we'll go to the dry down, which is tonka bean is the biggest player and is dominant. Is almost from the mid to the end is almost, you end up with 100% tonka bean. It's that strong, but it's not 100%. There are some nuances to it as well. Amberwood, it doesn't mean anything. I think it just basically means some synthetic elements like isosuper and ambroxan. Yes, there are some synthetic elements in here like ambroxan and isosuper, but they're not super big. They are they have a little role, but they are not huge. Oak moss, little bit of oak moss at the end, yes, it gives it an earthy green, little bit of watery feel to it. So the name electric sky, yes, maybe electric, maybe because of the fizziness of it in the beginning, it gives you that electric feel. And also sky, maybe because it's dark, gloomy sky, yes, maybe. But the coloring, it's not really related to what I smell, at least. So yeah, the dry down is very good. So some people say this is close to Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce. Yes, to some extent. It's not a 100% copy of it, but when you smell it, it will take you to that direction, that category of fragrances. And also Mont Blanc Legend, yes, to some extent I can smell that. The only thing is here, the tonka bean is much bigger than those two, the Fierce and Mont Blanc Legend. There are some similarities, as I said, maybe around 70-80% similarity to those two, but tonka bean here is much more amped up, and also the powderiness is much more amped up in here, and also the aromaticness is much bigger in here. So if you like those two, most likely will like this. And also there is another one that it reminded me to some extent. Again, it's not a copy or clone of that, but that one is this one, this Beauty, which is quite hard to find and also expensive these days. And that is Salvatore Ferragamo Uomo Signature. The tonka bean in here is very similar to tonka bean in here, so it's very sweet, it's very nutty, is a little bit on the tiny bit leathery feel to it as well, and also very powdery. So the tonka bean of this, it reminded of me of the, again, they're not a copy, there may be about 70% similarity to them, but the tonka bean is very close to tonka bean in here. So the sweetness, the powderiness, the nuttiness, and a little bit of that leathery feel is very similar to each other in these two. So these I'm telling you these things to put you in the right direction, to know what smells roughly similar to what, so you can get the picture. But to me, apart from the first 5 to 10 minutes, which is a little bit on the confused side, and then it settles and becomes a very attractive fragrance. Especially I love the bits that is sweet, powdery, nutty, and a little bit of leathery feel to it at the end. which is very captivating. I really enjoyed it. So if you need to like this kind of fragrances to enjoy this, but for a price, I think they done a very good job here. As I said, the blend is very good, apart from the first 5 to 10 minutes. If you forget that, just let it settle down, and then you will enjoy the rest of it. And also for the price again, and it also is eau de toilette, and the performance is quite good. 6 to 8 hours, 6 hours on the skin, 8 hours on the t-shirt. It is quite good as well. So overall, I highly recommend it, but you need to like this kind of fragrances to enjoy it. It's one of those, is almost dumb reach, but the dry down is actually quite on the nice side of perfumery, and also it becomes a little bit on the artistic side at the end. Not much, just a hint of it. And to me, the dry down is gorgeous. I was mesmerized by the dry down. I really enjoyed the dry down. The first 5-10 minutes is a bit confusing, and a little bit the notes are not really matching together well, and also tiny bit of harshness to it in the first 10 to 15 minutes, let's say. But the rest, gorgeous, beauty in a bottle. I highly recommend it. I loved the dry down so much. I just kept splashing myself with it. So this was the story of this fragrance. If you like what I do, sorry, if you have it, if you know, if you tried it, let us know your experience. It's very nice for others to read your experience. If you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable, or entertaining, you know what to do. Hit those buttons. This way you encourage me, you motivate me, you help me to keep going on this channel and this endeavor, and I appreciate it very much. If you want to buy one of my own fragrances, I'm a perfumer myself. I have a line of fragrances the name of it is the scent of Persia. There are 17 of them. I leave them in the description. They are out of this world, super artistic, ultra beast mode, amazing value for money, super natural, but you need to live in the United Kingdom in order to purchase them. I leave them in the links as well. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later. Bye.